Yo, what up? This is Hunger from Hungerforcebeats. Today I'm going to give you a studio tour of my studio. I get asked quite a bit, especially about my analog gear. So today I'm just going to take you through my studio, show you some of the pieces that I have, how I have it set up, the vibes, you know, stuff like that. If you want to see more videos like this, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see. You know what I mean? You want to do studio tour, behind the beats, you know what I'm saying? Tutorials, some stuff like that. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see and shit. Welcome to my studio. Let me start with the left-hand side first. Sorry if you hear some noise. There's some people working on doing some construction next door. At my studio, I don't have a booth, but I have what we call a gobo. So this is kind of a gobo, and I built this myself. It's pretty much like it's like two big ass walls, you know, and inside is stuffed with rock wool. So it's like good sound absorption. And then on the inside, I ended up upholstering this all myself. So there's actually rock wool in here. So you can tell significantly as soon as you get in here, it's a lot more quiet than the outside. And then this is just a moving blanket, one of the bigger, I think like the biggest moving blankets they have. So ideally what you want to happen is you want, as soon as the person is rapping, you want it to reflect. And as soon as it reflects, it comes back here and just gets absorbed and doesn't bounce back. So, I mean, it's not a booth, but if you know what you're doing, you can do a lot of different things and you can engineer your way around it, especially this microphone. Once you understand the frequency pattern for it and like what you can do with it and what you can't do with it, this microphone is key. All right, now moving over here. This is my Roland SP-404. Classic shit right here. This thing is so dope. I originally got this before COVID. I was gonna do a couple of shows. You know what I mean? Just like have a couple of my beats on the pads and kind of play them out in real life, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like Mad Lib and shit. But the effects section on this SP-404 is crazy. I even use it sometimes to just process my sounds and process different drums and stuff. It has a really distinct sound, and like the color that it gives is like very unique and shit. So I'm definitely not an SP-404 head. You won't catch me like, you know what I mean, like with the crazy loops or anything, but what it does to sounds and how it manipulates stuff is dope. And the effects section is like worth it, you know what I mean? Okay, leaving here. Let's go over here. Got the, you know what I mean, got the Super Nintendo hooked up, you know what I mean, just in case anybody comes through and wants to, you know, get down. It's got all the games on it and shit. Right now it's on Donkey Kong. I'm a 90s baby, so I always like the 90s vibes, you know what I'm saying? I always just try to create a good space inside my studio so that everybody kind of feels comfortable and stuff. You feel me? Yeah, I'm fucking trash though, for real. See what I mean? And then here's what I get asked about the most, you know what I'm saying? The synths, for sure. So we got the Mo Grandmother on top, and then we got the Prologue 16 at the bottom. Both of these are real staples in my production. I probably use these on, I mean, at least one thing out of them, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm a firm believer of just adding like one piece of analog gear. Like one piece of analog gear would change the dynamic of a whole fucking record, you know what I mean? Like as soon as you start like moving around and grooving to it, like the beat will get like a whole different sound, and it doesn't sound like it's in the box. Like both of these have their own sort of tones, and a lot of people don't have them or don't seek to get them. So by default, you know what I mean? Like as soon as you use it on the record, like you're already setting yourself apart, creating your own sort of sound. So these two for sure are workhorses. This one, for sure. I'm known for this one for sure. Look at that. Oof. This is the Prologue 16. And this thing is so slept on. A lot of people don't like it because I'm not really sure why they don't like it. I think they think that it's like a knockoff, but as far as like polyphonic synths goes, like this thing is really, really good. I mean, it's not gonna have that tone as like a a Prophet or anything, but the things that you can do on here is like you have to just realize the Prologue is just a Prologue. It's not really trying to mimic anything. And then this filter this oscillator right here, you can upload like all types of stuff from online and like all kinds of user patches and stuff like that. So that's really dope. So like one of the good things about the Chord Prologue is like it's really its own synthesizer, you know. I don't think it's really trying to mimic a Prophet or anything like that. A lot of people think that. It's really just like their version of a 16 voice synth. And then this low frequency compressor at the end of the chain, like this thing is so dope. This thing is worth it, you know what I mean? Let me see if I find a bass sound real quick. You know what I'm saying? A little DX7 type of bass, you know? These are my headphones. These are the Beyerdynamics DT990s. Open back headphones. I use these a lot. I mix on them a lot. One of my favorite headphones of all time, really. High quality. Everything sounds good. I would recommend the open backs if you're mixing on them, just because the closed backs, your ears might get fatigued a little while after the bass and everything, because those frequencies can't really leave the headphones if they're closed backs. But the good thing about the closed backs is you can track with the closed backs. You can't track with these. So like if you're mixing in these, everybody can hear what you're mixing in these. But if you have the closed backs, it'll take care of some of that bleed, and none of it will get on the recording or anything. So if you're going to put in the booth, for sure, the closed backs. If you're just mixing and stuff like that, not planning to record with them or anything, the open backs, it'll save your ears in the long run, honestly. Same thing with the Universal Apollo. Pretty industry standard. You're going to see it everywhere. A lot of people have it, so it's not going to be that far off, you know what I mean? It does a good ass job. But as you start to collect like more gear, you're going to run out of ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to upgrade that right now as we speak. This is the Arteria Keylab 49. This is a dope ass MIDI controller. Good price, good everything. I haven't really had too much issues with it. I don't really use any of the pads or anything like that. I just need to have a big enough controller just like in front of me at all times, you know. And then you know what I mean, just got the tape on here. The notes aren't really for me. It's for like people that I teach, or you know what I'm saying, trying to show them how to play and stuff like that so they don't get lost. But sometimes like these keys with the tape on them, they feel a little different. So I think it adds a little grip to them sometimes. So that's always dope. Let's see what else. This is a guitar slide, you know what I'm saying? Just a glass slide. I use this a lot. This is the Akai Fire. My homeboy DJ Idea put me onto this. And he really likes it. I use it in a different way. I don't have it plugged in right now. I actually use it as a controller to like record everything, because like the transpose window on this is really dope and really like intuitive with FL. So like when I'm recording the synths and everything like that, I use it like that to control what I'm recording, stops and takes, you know what I mean? It's easy just to press stop, record. It's smart, so it's easier than trying to come back on the screen and press record and stop and hear takes. It's a lot more easy, you know? Got the external hard drive, nothing crazy. These ones with like the orange on them, I can't remember what they're called, but Lacassie or Lachey, whatever the fuck it's called. Pretty dope. They can take like a beating and shit. They don't need an external power source. Just random cables, you know what I'm saying? 1/4 inch, you always need that, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody steal that. Here's an actual low frequency chart. I don't know if you can see it. I use this a lot, and this is all the low frequencies. So whatever key you're in, especially with the bass sounds, Like sometimes like I'll boost just that one frequency instead of just, rather than just boosting the whole low end. Like if it's in D or if it's in E, I'll just boost the 41, like a nice good bell at the 41, and kind of just go from there. But these are all the frequencies. You can find these everywhere, but I just have it like a cheat sheet at all times. So when I'm mixing, I don't have to keep looking for it. I just know what the key frequency is for the bass at all times. All right, this is a Fender Jazzmaster. Not Squire, real deal, you know what I'm saying? Dope guitar, crazy tones, very distinct sound. I play a little guitar. I use it a lot of times on the beats just to add like different textures and stuff like that. Like I said, like just adding one piece of like analog gear, you know what I mean? Like one piece of outsourced material that's not in the box will really change like the dynamics of your beats, you know what I'm saying? At least I found, at least, you know? And then up here, I just got a bunch of random stuff. I'm a Dodger fan, all kinds of like pins. Here's some raw tips, you know what I mean? Just kind of like that sort of stuff. Just like collectibles and shit, knickknacks. Here's like a bunch of projects that I'm part of, you know what I'm saying? Like that I had the pleasure of being part of. Oh, not that one, but that's the homie. He gave me that one. But yeah, just some small stuff. Every time like when somebody drops some merch for a project that like I'm part of, I always buy it. I always buy as much as I can and shit. Try to give artists back their investment and just, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit's really special to me, you know what I mean? So, you know, a bunch more miscellaneous stuff. Got all my books right here from college, you know what I'm saying? I think I've said this before, but you know what I mean? Got associates in audio science and a bachelor's in entertainment business, you know what I'm saying? So just on my books from school. I get asked how I started for all the time. And like these are the two pieces that I got started with. I still have them to this day. This is like the Machine MK1, you know what I'm saying? The first machine that ever came out. I started on FL Studio, but when Native Instruments released the Machine and like how it could sample and everything, like I copped it instantly, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that, you know what I mean? When I first saw it, I was like, damn, like, cause I always wanted to sample. So as soon as that came out, like I just got it, no questions asked. It doesn't work right now. I need to get the USB repaired. But yeah, man, just the very first one, you know what I'm saying? MK1, got the enemy sticker, you know what I'm saying? And then this the little Akai, you know what I'm saying? LPK 25. My God, bro, this shit is so rough. You guys can't see how rough this is, but I've had this since forever, man. I used to just run these two combos all the time, you know what I'm saying? Just out the backpack, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere I could go, just making beats off these two things. But this really where I got started, I would say, you know what I'm saying? Especially, even though I say it was FL Studio, like this is where I really learned like a lot of different stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can see like how rough this shit really is.